Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can set up Gitea on your local machine or on your server to host your own GitHub. So let's get started. Gitea is a lightweight Git hosting platform just like GitHub, but the thing is you're gonna host it right onto your local device, which means you're gonna host your own GitHub on your local machine and you can have multiple unlimited repositories right onto your device and no one can see them, and you can share the server with your teammates or friends and they can have their own repositories. It's like having your own GitHub but on your machine, so that you don't have to rely on third-party providers like GitHub or GitLab. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so now I'm inside my computer and this is Gitea's official page, and here I have their installation guide opened up. You can see that it shows install from package, but I don't see an official Debian setup because I'm gonna do it on Debian. You can do it on any systems you prefer, so I'm gonna do it on my Debian virtual machine. You can do it on your Raspberry Pi, you can do it on any other machines, but I prefer Linux machines because that's easy to configure. So let's get started. So here I have a fresh Debian installation opened up on VirtualBox. So first I'm gonna connect it with SSH. So I have changed my settings to bridge adapter, and now let's just go to terminal and type IPA, and this is the IP address. Okay, I'm gonna install sudo apt-get update, and then once it completes the updates, I'm gonna type sudo apt-get install open SSH server on my main desktop. I'm gonna type SSH, my username at my IP address of this machine, yes, password, and we're inside the computer. So now let's just get started with the installation. So my plan is to install it with brew because it's much better. Usually people do it with Docker Compose, but I find it a bit difficult to do it. So I'm gonna do it with brew because it's easy to manage. So the first thing is you need to install Homebrew on your system, but before that let's just run a simple update. Alright, so now let's go to Homebrew. Just copy this URL, paste it here. Curl command off. Okay, we need to install curl, so sudo apt-get install curl, and we also need git, so let's do that at the same time. And once we do that, just paste this command which we just copied, hit enter, and that's gonna install Homebrew on our system. So let's just wait, and we're done. And the next thing is to add brew to your to your path. We can just copy these 3 lines, paste it here, hit enter, and we're done. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to create new directories. We're going to create a new dedicated user for Gitea. So let's get started. So for that, let's just type sudo. Let's just put this in the screen. Okay, there we go. So sudo add user / system. So system shell. And the shell is going to be /bin/bash, and then the geckos, and then / group disabled password, and then home directory. So the home directory is gonna be /home/git, and the user is git. It's gonna ask for the password. No changes. Okay, maybe that's because git is already added. So next thing we're gonna do is we need to create a directory. So sudo mkdir /var /p/var /lib /git and we're gonna create 3 directories: custom, log, and data. And we're gonna create another directory. So sudo mkdir -p/etc/git, and then we're gonna change their ownerships. So we can do that by typing sudo chown, which which stands for change ownership, /r git /var/lib/git d, hit enter. Next thing is we're gonna type sudo chown root. So we're giving the root user the access to git d. Okay, that's what we're gonna do now. So sudo chown root git /etc/git d. Finally, let's just type sudo chmod for change permissions for /etc/git d, and we're done. So the next thing is we need to install git d directly from homebrew. So we can type brew install git d, hit enter, and that's gonna download git d directly. So let's just wait. Alright, so now let's just copy this command right here to start git d as soon as the system starts, and we're done. Now we have created the service for git d, and we also created the services and we installed it. So let's see whether git d opens or not. I'm gonna open up my browser and I'm gonna type the IP address. 63000 is the default port, hit enter, and here we are. So now we can see this is git d. So here are my personal recommended configurations. So I'm gonna choose SQLite, and we're gonna choose the title. So we can have our own title. In my case, I'm gonna rename it to Tech Fortitude version control. So it's gonna be Tech Fortitude version control, and everything you can just keep it as it is, and we don't have to change all these things, and yeah, we don't actually need to change anything. If we want, we can add these options for email services and other third-party services and all those stuff. So we can have a separate administrator account, but I want to keep my own default account as my administrator for this installation. So now we can just click install git d, and that's going to install git d. There we go. So now let's just create the administrator account. So I'm going to create it in my name, and I'm going to add my email ID. So this email ID can be anything, or it can be your organization or institutional email ID, that doesn't matter. Let's just type the password and let's register our account. Oh, okay, password length, and done. There we go. So as you can see, we have installed git d and the account was successfully created. So let's see whether it works or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to see whether we can upload stuff to this repository, to this version control. I have a simple hello world website. Let me just show you. So there we go. So it's a simple website. So we're going to add this to our personal GitHub, which we just hosted. So let's just initialize this. I'm going to type git init git add. Let me just create a new repository here. So it's going to be a sample repo. You can add all these when you do it. So I'm just gonna copy this here, yes, and I'm gonna change the branch to main and git commit -m initial commit git push -u origin main. There we go. So it's asking for authorizing the application. Authorization successful, that's good, and we're done. So if we just refresh this page, and voila, we have our own GitHub. So it's very simple, very efficient, and it's your own GitHub, and get used with it. You can do anything. So I hope that this video is interesting to you. If you find this interesting, don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe to Tech Fortitude, and I'll see you guys in my next video.